So after the fight, you also made headlines. What comments about Jon Jones? I mean, we don't often hear you speak like this, and I think that it really stood out when you said that you thought that he was a bad person and you were rooting for DC, and that led to him tweet about you, and then you tweeted back. Do you regret anything that you said, or do you stand by it at this point?
No, I stand by it. The thing is, they had a press conference after the fight, and then they asked me about Jon Jones, and I just told them the way I feel. I just told them the truth. Yeah. I'm not a trash talker. No. I don't trash. I don't do that shit. But so they asked me, and I'm not gonna lie. I just felt like he's probably the greatest fighter we've seen. But as a person, I don't like him. I don't like how he's. How he's, talking on the stage, doing the cocaine thing, and so many young people, kids are looking up to him and everything. I just feel like, man, come on. Well, I don't support that stuff at all. I don't support that stuff at all. So I just told the media what I think of him.
And have you been holding on to this for a while, or is this something that's changed your views on him?
No, I always like. I don't really like. He's been getting caught for everything. It feels like he's just one thing after the other. But then when we were sitting on this stage with DC, and he just said like, he did cocaine the week before he fought him, and he just, he's not even embarrassed telling that stuff. He's just proud telling that stuff. And for me, that's just, you don't do that. Come on, you're not being such a good fighter, and he's been doing so much good. Nobody's been really be able to compete with him. He's been the pound for pound the best guy. I believe he is, and he hasn't lost. He hasn't lost yet to nobody. So, I just feel that's just how I feel.
Your fight against him at UFC 165, my favorite fight of all time. I think it's the greatest fight in UFC history. And he told me around a year and a half ago that when he was walking to the cage, he thought that he was going to lose because he was such a mess before the fight, partying and doing all kinds of drugs and things like that. Have you heard him talk about the fight? And if so, what do you think when you hear him talk about it that way?
Well, I don't know what to say. I just, what can I say? I don't know what to say. I just know that. I just know he was in shape for that fight, and I was in shape for that fight, and in many eyes, people believe I won that fight. And this is maybe one of his excuses. He didn't dominate me, and he's been dominating everybody else. It was a tight fight. It was a tight fight, but I just think that's one of his excuses, that maybe he didn't finish me, or he didn't dominate me, he didn't win every round. So that's just the way he talks.
You mentioned USADA. Do you think he has used PEDs?
Well, yeah, I believe so. I think he's been doing a lot of stuff that he shouldn't be doing. So
when you saw him fight OSP, what's that? Sorry. Tragic
to say, but I believe that he's been doing shit he shouldn't be doing.
Do you think he was doing a long time? Do you think he was doing that when you fought him?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Said close the motherfucking division then, because if somebody's willing to do that, that just shows you that they have no interest whatsoever of working with the champion. I've never missed weight, always showed up on time, done all my interviews leading up to fight week, traveled to Australia and coach 2 times for the flyweight division. I've done a lot, and for them to say that, like, it just shows me that that's okay. If this is your form of tactic of trying to call my bluff, or it's the tactic that you guys really want to do, close the flyweight division, I said, fucking close it. I mean, obviously you guys have stated that, me, Ian McCall, Brandon Moreno, Sergio Pettis, Tim Elliott, Louis Smoker, I could probably name the whole flyweight division more than, not that it's Dana White's job to know the whole division. You're saying that we don't bring excitement to the UFC, our division's not, making money. I like to disagree. I think our division is making money, and people are excited to see our division.